I get up in the morning, I go to thegoodnewsnetwork.org.
Oh, that's nice.
It is awesome. That's where I saw that last video.
It's only good news.
And it's
That's
really,
something you want.
yeah, it's really, really awesome. I mean, the reality is people get up and they go right to AOL, America Online News, or something like that, and it's so much fear, and it's awful. It's ridiculous. There's some good stuff in there periodically here and there, but the Good News Network, you'll probably cry first thing in the morning.
And I can tell when he's watching it or I'm watching it because you're just watching the Good News Network.
Yeah. Seeing things is a big deal. So the things we can see. At Josh's worst time, when he was done with it all, he's going to give up this work to help people. He decided he wanted to be a clown. And his birthday, you know, on birthdays, people are low on their birthday and they just don't want to have fun. That's Josh. So here's the present I got for Josh on that birthday. An inflatable clown costume.
And I was actually looking into going to clown school.
Josh could not be angry that day. And the rest of us laughed our heads off. When you're sad, the animal videos are hilarious. You can watch animal videos for a moment or two. And they actually do, I've seen it in the local clubs where the heavy metal shows are, cat videos on tour. These cows were just released from the slaughterhouse. Look at that. There's Joy. Those are big animals. The reality is watching animal videos is good for your health. That's Joy. That's Joy. That's right. Yep, you can find out on the Good News Network.
Yeah.
The cat videos are hilarious. You watch the cat videos? There's thousands of these online. This cat's got the toy himself. He can't stand because he's too busy, but he's going to keep playing with it. Watch one, never boils.
And what's nice is these videos get more hits on YouTube than any other videos out there. So it's nice that people are watching just happiness.
Don't you feel better already? 77 million views on this video. It is literally the little things in life. Right? The baby videos are hilarious.
What is that face? Come on, do it again.
You know that's what he's going to look like when he's an old man, too, right? Yeah. The Special Olympics just happened here. And we went to go volunteer and it didn't work out timing-wise. We're definitely going to be there next time.
You could see it and it was televised and the energy in that stadium is incredible. I mean, you can't watch it without crying. I watched the opening... I watched the opening ceremonies for the World Games last time it came around, and the energy in that stadium was insane.
Yeah.
You watch all the athletes go around, you know, and then they sit down as they're doing the parade of athletes. But the athletes don't sit down. They're high-fiving all the other athletes who are coming in. People are dancing. It's just a wild... It's on my bucket list. Special Olympics opening ceremony.
And this girl, she won.
I've been working so
gold medal
hard to do
snowboarding.
that, and I just didn't.
Gratitude.
And so, you know, if something would have happened, oh well, but I crossed the finish line and I worked so hard, and I'm not on the sideline anymore. I'm included. That's all that matters. Yes,
She just wants to be included.
And that's part of the Special Olympics movement is they want to be included.
Yeah.
And when we look at the rice experiment with the rice that was ignored,
Right. Yeah. Written affirmations are a big deal. Write them and put on little post-its, put them in the lunchbox, all that kind of stuff. This is neat. Happiness equals success. Success does not equal happiness. The happiness advantage, this book is awesome. I can give you an SAT test, a Sudoku puzzle, a crossword puzzle, any of 15 different tasks, all requiring intelligence, and prime you to be in a happy group, a neutral group, or an unhappy group. The happy group will outperform the others every single time. This was done on a study of 65,000 business people. Pretty interesting. They did doctors, medical students, where they have to do a test, and there's symptoms, and something's wrong, they have to create a diagnosis, and they gave certain doctors just a bag of candy beforehand. Didn't let them eat the candy, but here's some candy. Oh, thank you. They did better on the tests. They finished quicker and they got better scores. It's a big deal. Hope. There is always hope. But my day is so busy. What do I do? This is kind of cool. Things like this. 7 o'clock, you wake up, take a moment to visualize. We're seeing these things. Focus on your goals. Write down one goal. Let's write it down. Practice your affirmations. Say it. Discuss it with somebody else. Share it. This was on lawofattraction.com, by the way. And if you sign up for our email list, we'll send you all the resources from this, too. 8:30, do random acts of kindness. You made those cookies, bring them to the office and share them with people, right? Uh-huh.
There's a great series on Netflix called The Kindness Diaries, where the guy travels the world just relying on acts of kindness. He won't take money from them. And he travels the whole world, and he was really rich, and he quit his job because he was unhappy doing it. And at the end of each episode, the person who helped him the most, he would give something back to them. He had a homeless person who let him sleep on his park bench, basically, and the homeless person gave him his clean underwear and his clean socks to use, and got him food. So he bought that guy a house.
Yeah.
So it's a 10-part series, and it's really awesome to watch.
Well, he did that place in Italy, and the family with the farm, it's been hundreds of years. He bought them one cow, and that extra cow meant that they could now make milk and sell it, so there was stuff they had for themselves. Now they could start to make money, and that one cow was a huge deal for them. It's really neat. There's good stuff out there. And something like this, spreading the positive energy, 12 o'clock, be kind to yourself. A little qigong during lunch, or take a little walk. Read a book, listen to a book, something like that. End of the day, reflect on your progress. Talk with your family at dinner. Meditate and write down in your gratitude journal. We can do these things. We have a little bit of time each day, and it's the little things that make a big difference. As you're doing this too, you got to remember it's okay to be angry. We are human. We have anger in us sometimes, and the Eckhart Tolle experience of identifying it and being able to say, I have some anger in me at the moment. I'm not an angry person. You can separate yourself from it, and things start to change. And then, of course, Ho'oponopono.
And it's so simple. And it was taught to me by this client we had who was just a beautiful lady who taught Ho'oponopono.
This client?
Oh, Aka. She taught it across the world. And she would talk to me about it. She's like, it's really simple. She's like, there's a book about it, but I could teach you this in 30 seconds. And it was all about that saying, and it's I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And you could say it. I found the first few weeks I was doing it, I was just saying it almost out of sarcasm. In the car, it's like I'd get pissed at somebody driving and I'd say, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And after a few weeks I started to mean it. And it really made a big difference. Adam was pretty funny because he would just go, oh, Ho'oponopono. He wouldn't actually say it. Ho'oponopono. So I think the words are power. So, I don't know if that's changed yet. So then talking to Michiko last time, she says, do it in the mirror to yourself. So I do it before bed. And yeah, the first time I did it, I was pretty emotional about it. And still sometimes it's tough to look in the mirror.
Try it. Just try it. So the reality is there is hope. Okay, life is going to keep happening to us. If we can practice joy and share the joy, then things are going to change. The kids are the future, which is awesome because we have the Emoto Peace Project.
Thank you.
I think that is just amazing. And Michiko works out of donations. So we do have a spot back where in the back you can do donations, and you can donate on the website as well.
If I can, I'd like to pass this around.
Oh, sure. That would be great.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm donating because
thank
I think you are awesome, and I need to support what you do.
Thank you very
because
much.
it's the future.
Thank
and
you, everyone.
Our pleasure.
So-
Okay?
Thanks. Sure.
We can
We're not done yet, though, so slow down.
keep printing. We have this book translated into 34 languages now and distributing for free of charge to children with the support of everyone with donations.
Nice.
So I appreciate you so much.
Well,
for
and
your
as she's doing this, I'm thinking, isn't there one day we can all do something?
One book is, I'm asking for $5 for donation of this book. And the books are back there.
But I'm thinking, shouldn't there be one day we can all practice this? At least one day where we all do this together. And I didn't realize July 22nd, next Sunday, is Dr. Emoto's birthday.
It was, yeah.
There was. Yes, he was still born.
Right.
So Love and Gratitude Day. We're going to lecture next Sunday or Saturday again on energy, and it's going to be an awesome one. And we're going to remind people.
I'm putting in $1 million note.
Ted, awesome.
Thank you, Ted.
Yeah, just go ahead.
So to kind of bring this back to our lecture series, what Josh and I have talked about. With health, chronic stress can prevent healing, but it's not a cause of disease. Emotions reflect our response to stress. Genetics predispose us physically and emotionally.
They don't control us, though.
Disease is a natural living process. It has no beginning and no end. Bacteria and viruses do not attack. They live within us symbiotically. If our decisions create imbalance, the endobiont, the sympretite, that little guy that lives inside us, will adapt to health. If you eat junk food, the terrain becomes a swamp. If you avoid exercise, neglect injuries, the terrain is blocked. If you disdain your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, the terrain will stagnate. Terrain is everything. Disease always occurs when the physical and emotional landscapes interfere with our natural ability to balance the terrain. Physical and emotional. Works together here. It cannot be invaded by external forces and germs. Instead, disease begins from within. Be kind to your endobionts. They will be kind to you. They are you. The reality is, be kind to yourself. You need to treat yourself. This is the one body you get. Be good to it. And share the joy. It's important. In the end here, we talk about structural distance stagnates the flow in the terrain. Emotions shape the structure. Structure reinforces our emotional patterns. How do we reconstruct our emotional patterns? Decide what you want your life to be and create or recreate. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would it be? For those of you that didn't know, think about it. What do you want your life to be? We are responsible for our own health. And like I said earlier, always hope. Align the car. Holographic consult can let you know if you got the right mechanic or not. That's our physical experience. 2, disease cannot exist where there's no stagnation, an energetic experience. List of joy, that's today, our emotional experience. And germs are us. So with all that being said, yes, you can donate at emotivepeaceproject.net. And we have a little time left before Michiko has to run. But we wanted just to have a little bit of a Q&A. I know that she's around the world, and sometimes it's hard to get her around. So does anyone have a question for Michiko first? Yes.
So the way we say a word is energy. That's energy. And also you're saying the words themselves are energy.
Yeah.
So which is more powerful energy, the word or the way you say the word? I mean, if you
That's a good
say-
question.
Okay, I know so many people have asked me, is that like sometimes we say, when we were small, we say, I hate you to someone we really actually love. It's our feeling, emotion, our thought.
The intention.
That intention, that comes first, and then our words come out.
Right.
So how we feel, our intention is most important thing. Most important.
Which is funny because even like the South Park cartoon, one character would say, I hate you guys. I hate you guys. Right, so what are you feeling? That's a great question. Yes?
But you can also turn your feelings around.
Yes.
By saying words you don't.
Exactly. Water is capable of restoring. So when we do, if you would like to do the rice experiments or flour experiments using different words, we have done this experiment, and we know that word itself has its own energy and vibration. When the plant or rice or water is exposed to a negative word and it gets rotten, but when we change the words and show the positive, beautiful word like love and gratitude or thank you to the word, it starts to restore.
What I'm talking about is intent versus the words.
Mm-hmm.
If you're angry, but you look in the mirror and you say, I love you, the first time around you might not feel it so much. But you can
When you start to say it, keep saying it, then you start to feel it.
and then the intent can turn around.
Exactly.
You got it.
Right.
So it's really important. And the most important thing is, as Adam said, joy. Love yourself. Loving yourself is the most. When you love yourself, you can love others also. And germ, we are also. I myself, I am a germ of this universe. We are the germs, and we are the ones who are creating this world. So we do not want to exclude anything, kill anyone, but we want to live together because that's nature, how it will start from, chaos, but start to resonate
Yes.
automatically.
You got it. And it's interesting. The reality is we need to practice
Exactly.
joy. So it's not.